Thank you. At this time, the chair again recognizes Councilman Green, who will present a resolution recognizing April 2019 as Autism Awareness Month. With Kambel Smith, Lonnie Smith, and those accompanying them, please join the councilman at the podium. And joining Councilman Green, we have Councilwoman Sherelle Parker. And Councilwoman Blondo Reynolds Brown.
Once again, it's a pleasure to be here this morning. April is always an outstanding month, not only because we've transitioned from winter into spring, but it's also the time that we celebrate those who have the learning difference of autism. And so many people in this body know that I'm very committed to this issue. I'm having a son on the autism spectrum, and I try to celebrate those that have outstanding and extraordinary talents. And so as we celebrate Autism Awareness Month, it gives me great pleasure to present this resolution to this outstanding family for the contributions they've made not only here in the city of Philadelphia, but around the world. And so we are recognizing April 2019 as Autism Awareness Month in the city of Philadelphia and honoring Kambel Smith, accomplished artist and co-founder of the Autisarian Network.
Whereas April is National Autism Awareness Month, a time to educate our community about autism, also known as Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD. It's a complex neurological condition that affects, in varying degrees, language and social skill development, characterized by challenges in communication and social interactions, repetitive behaviors and movement, impacting individuals of all racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And
whereas the Center for Disease Control and Prevention recently found that 1 in 68 children meet criteria for autism nationwide. And whereas the 2014 Pennsylvania Census report identified over 4,167 individuals in Philadelphia County with autism receiving those services, more than double the previously documented number, the majority of whom are between the ages of 5 and 17 years old, with the number of adults over 21 increasing as the population ages. And
whereas the Autisarian Network was founded by Kambel Smith and his brother Canty Smith in order to showcase their artistic endeavors and push back against the notion of autism as a disorder. And whereas through the Autisarian Network, Kambel and Cantel are changing the face of autism by encouraging those who suffer from its negative effects to find and use the superhuman abilities within them, and telling the story of the Autisarians, a neuroatypical race of beings who were created at the beginning of time to enforce the laws of the universe and oversee the evolutionary process of each planet. And whereas Kambel has also gained widespread attention and praise for his oil paintings and detailed large-scale sculptures of historical structures, some of which have been acquired by prestigious institutions, including the American Folk Art Museum and the West Collection. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that we recognize April 2019 as Autism Awareness Month in the City of Philadelphia and honor Kambel Smith, accomplished artist and co-founder of the Autisarian Network. Further resolved that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the Smith family, evidencing the sincere admiration and respect of this legislative body. Congratulations.
And the chair recognizes Kambel Smith and his dad, Lonnie Smith, for remarks.
I'd like to thank Council for having us here and thank them for the award. We really appreciate it. It's not too much to say. Councilman pretty much got it all in a nutshell. The one thing I would like to say is that it's difficult when you have children with autism. I'm sure a lot of people are touched. Maybe a lot of people here are touched by it. Our struggle has been really difficult, but the Autisarian Network was designed to help other parents look at us and maybe follow us and find different ways to deal with autism. In the network, we believe that the Autisarians aren't on the spectrum. We ride the spectrum. You can't tell an Autisarian where he or she is on the spectrum. We will tell you where we want to be on the spectrum, because the spectrum doesn't define an Autisarian. The Autisarian defines the spectrum. And that's the way we live. And that has helped my sons become men, become who they want to be. Again, I'd like to thank Council for having us here, and we appreciate the award. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. Council Biddies.